Hello Cobra Kai fans, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 5 and beyond that, because in a recent interview with Collider, Josh Heald, John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg were asked about the future of Cobra Kai beyond Season 5, as there's been loads of speculation that it could be the final one, but the creators never intended it for it to be that way. Josh Heald even said that they are writing beyond Season 5, which basically means they're writing Cobra Kai Season 6. Now this is big news, and Josh Heald pretty much said this very casually. It may have gone under the radar, but he definitely knows what he's saying here. So check out this clip.
I'll say there are characters and storylines that we've considered that, from the beginning we would have said, okay, that's a season. And that storyline ended up being, an episode or two. And then there's the opposite of that, where you say, okay, this is a season, and no, we're going to extend that into multiple seasons. So we've always looked back at our original plan with open eyes, because with so many new branches and so many new characters and interactions, and what you're seeing during production, when, oh wow, these two people together, there's something interesting about that duo. You want to lean more into it, and when you do lean more into it, it naturally pushes other things along and further out. So it's changed at times, but it also hasn't. We still have an end game plan. We're still writing beyond Season 5, but it's been fun to kind of bring in those new characters and storylines and let them lead the way sometimes.
Now, it definitely sounds like with all the storylines, subplots, main plots, and all these arcs, they definitely want to make sure that it hits the landing right. So it might take more than 6 seasons, but they never initially said it would be just 6 seasons. That was just a rough idea of how much they need for them to stick the landing with all the arcs and complete everything. And John Hurwitz pretty much makes this very clear with what he says next.
Yeah, we've never said from the beginning how many seasons there would be. I think we always viewed it as at least 6 was sort of in our heads. But we're still figuring out exactly what that landing, that the length for that landing is, for all the reasons that Josh mentioned.
So from what they just said, Season 6 is definitely not likely to be the last season. It's definitely likely there could be more than 6, because with the story, like John said, they need to see how many they need to stick the landing, and it doesn't necessarily mean 6 seasons. It could go on to 7, it could go on to 8, we could even get more. And of course, when they are making these seasons, there will be new ideas they may even decide to go with. And you have the initial idea with the character, but the arcs and the journeys can definitely change and adapt after each season of writing for the character. They might want to freshen it up, or might change a decision on the arcs or the way they go about it, but it's pretty strict that they want to make sure that no matter how long it takes for them to finish all of these arcs and to close it off, that not only it leads to spin-offs, but they have a definitive ending for this series. So we will basically know through the story how they will give it closure. But at the end of the day, we can't expect them to just have 6 seasons, because they don't know that exactly. So it really depends how they go about the arcs, and if it decides to be shortened for certain characters or extended. And what I mean by that is, if they're adding different things each season to a character based on audience and how they want to go about it, they might end up having Cobra Kai lasting way longer. There's definitely so much still that hasn't happened, and we still need to see some characters return to the whole of Cobra Kai, and I'm pretty sure we are getting some of those characters like Mike Barnes and Julie Pierce, for example, who's a character a lot of people want to see. Definitely some other characters. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please comment your thoughts below and what you think about what Josh Heald said. And how many seasons would you love of Cobra Kai? I would love as many as we can get, and what would make sense for the story, but I would never complain. Smash that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and make sure you are subscribed for more Cobra Kai content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.